And when I walked in the room, it was nice to see. And now arrivederci, bitch. Hasta la vista.
Yeah. It's a rap. It's a rap and roast.
It's a rap. It's the rap and roast.
Girl, did you watch this week?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I don't know why Athena Dion keep clowning on her. But
but people loved Darlene's look.
Yes. Me
included.
Me included.
Yeah. I was shocked when Athena was the winner in that pairing, but I love the design challenge. I always do. They're my favorite challenges on the show.
This one redeemed itself from the one from the premiere.
Well, and I was very impressed. All the girls had finished, complete garments. And
that were suitable.
That were suitable and sewn. I thought that was lovely. So great job, season 18 girls. You're great.
Oh my God, so good. I loved Sierra's. Oh my God, loves that look.
That was my winner. I get. Well, I think it's appropriate that Vita won because she didn't win the first one because of the lip sync. But
and her look was gorgeous.
Her look on both of these design challenges have been incredible. So yeah. No, it was deserved. But how are you, girl?
Hey, good. I'm snowed in right now. We have about
aren't we all?
We have about 2.5 feet of snow right now.
2.5 feet? Oh, well, that's more than I have.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty bad. Work was canceled yesterday. Work is canceled today. So I'm chilling at home. I'm going to catch up on all of my Salt Lake housewives, all my Beverly Hills housewives. I'm also going to catch up on... Nope, that's it. How about you? What's going on? We haven't talked in like days.
I know, it's been a second. A lot's been going on, but I would like everyone to know I have a new job. I'm starting a new job, everybody. It's at Chelsea Market. It's called La Devozione. It's an Italian restaurant.
Say that again?
La Devozione.
La Devozione.
And it's an Italian restaurant in Chelsea Market. If you ever want to come get some pasta or a cocktail, I will get it for you because I'm going to be a bartender and a server. So it's going to be great. I really am liking it so far. I'm excited, but it does mean I'm leaving the Edge Harlem, which is sad, but it is the end of an era. It's the end of an era. And
get out of there. Get out.
It's time. It's time.
It's more than time. It's ready. We're ready to to spread our wings. How long is the commute
down to Chelsea? Well, obviously the snow made it harder yesterday, but normally on a normal day it's like 20 to 25 minutes. Because I get on the A. Yeah. And I take it down to 14th and then I walk a block to Chelsea Market.
Amazing.
Like it's pretty good. It's express and I'm very lucky. But I'm happy.
Well, that's the thing is like the girls who are on the blue line, like sometimes we just have it easier.
The blue line girls get it. And if you don't get it, I'm not going to explain it to you because it's the blue line.
Know.
It's the best.
Which I talk shit about the red line, although when I move back, I might be a red line girl, which I'm already
You're mourning it. You're already mourning.
I mean, the girls that know how to I don't know how to navigate like the 1 and the 2, but the girls that know the 1 and the 2, they get. But it's just like they'd be skipping stops. I just can't. And then I can't
randomly. They'll be like, "We're gonna stop at 137th for some reason," and it's like,
we're not going north. We're not going higher than 137, and
it's bizarre. Yeah.
Anyway, I miss New York. I can't wait to go back.
Girl, I miss you. Literally, guys, I will text Connor randomly sometimes and just be like, miss you. Wish you were here.
I know, because we're just like busy bees and sometimes we get pulled away.
Well, and like long distance friendship is like fucking hard.
Yeah, it's kind of tough.
Y'all thought long distance romantic relationships were hard? Try being in a long distance friendship, bitch. Try it. Try it.
Speak on it. Yeah. And then if you're anyone like me who's like sleep until noon, sometimes it's hard to get in contact with me.
It is. But I'll say it.
It is because I'm, anyway.
Well, I'm really excited to talk.
I know. I'm so excited for today. Please.
I'm very excited to tell you about what we have in store today. So
should we get into it?
Hi, I'm Carson.
And I'm Connor.
And this is He Said, a podcast where we deep dive week by week into anything and everything that fascinates us.
We started this podcast because we feel what the world needs right now is two white gay guys talking to each other about their opinions. Enjoy!
So today, I was just racking my freaking brain. I was like, what the fuck am I going to talk about today? And I kept going back and forth about what I wanted to talk about. And I was looking through our old episodes to try to get ideas. And I noticed we have never talked about a man on the podcast. Whenever we talk about people, we've only ever talked about women. Like when we did Barbara, when we did Carol, when we did
Cherry.
who else? Sherry. Like we only have talked about women, which is great, which is awesome. But
Ruby
I thought
Frankie.
like I thought, let's diversify a little bit and let's talk about a man. And so I thought originally I wanted to talk about the renowned and the incredible actor, comedian Robin Williams. And do you have a connection with Robin? Like, do you have any kind of like fondness with him?
Oh my God, my whole life. I mean, he's kind of like our childhood, no?
I mean, a lot, yeah.
I mean, for real. I mean, I remember when he passed. I remember that happening. I remember just sort of like celebrating his legacy. But I mean, he was just in all of those movies growing up.
I mean, like, I think my first introduction to him was Aladdin, probably.
Yeah.
But obviously, like, I didn't even realize that it was him when I was a kid because he was just the voice. But I mean, he's done so many incredible films. And I started researching and I realized that everything I wanted to say about Robin can be summed up in my favorite movie of his, which is Mrs. Doubtfire. And so today I wanted to just dive into Mrs. Doubtfire and talk about it.
Oh my God. And
I mean, do you have
a good one.
Do you have a connection with this movie, like specifically?
Yeah, like I don't know, like I don't have a specific memory or like moment that I was like, ah, but I remember watching this growing up. I think I've watched this within the past year at some point, but one of the best movies of all time. And we just say one of the best comedies, one of the best.
It's pretty special. I mean, this was one of my dad's favorite movies growing up.
Really?
It was one of his favorite movies like ever. And I remember when we watched it for the first time and he just like loved it. He knew all the lines. He knew everything about it. And we would watch it like almost yearly, like sometimes multiple times a year. Like it was one of those like family movies that we just like loved, you know?
Crowd pleaser.
Yeah, and it's great. I mean, it was in that same category with my dad as like Groundhog Day and like
very much.
Like it's of those like heartwarming comedies.
It's because that's like from like the 90s.
Yeah, 90s comedies. Like those types of movies are also just my dad's favorites. I always kind of clown him for it because he doesn't like super sad or like deep movies, but he just loves the touching movies. Like he loved Beautiful Boy when it came out. He loved like A Dog's Purpose, like that kind of, like he loves those like movies. He loves those movies that like make you, or Instant Family. He loved Instant Family. But just that category of movies that are like heartwarming but funny and but like leave you feeling like, wow, that was nice, you know? And I think Mrs. Doubtfire is absolutely that.
I know, I was gonna say it gets like surprisingly emotional.
Like I was fighting back tears when on my rewatch. Like it's really special.
That's Robin Williams though. That's like his thing. He'll charm the pants off you and then you're sobbing and you're like, oh.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that was happening. So, Mrs. Doubtfire, it's a 1993 American, it's classified as a comedy drama film, directed by Chris Columbus. It was written by Randy Mayhem Singer and Leslie Dixon, and it was based on the 1987 novel called Madame Doubtfire by
Madame Doubtfire.
Yeah. But it was produced by Mark Radcliffe and Marcia Graces Williams and her then husband, Robin Williams. So Robin Williams was a producer. I don't know if you knew that, but he was one of the producers of the film, and he also ended up starring as the lead role. And let's talk about this cast. Let's talk about this cast.
Oh my God.
Sally Field as Miranda. We've got Pierce Brosnan as Stu. We've got
Pierce Brosnan.
Right? We've got Harvey Fierstein as Uncle Frank. We've got Lisa Jacob as Lydia Hillard, Matthew Lawrence as Chris Hillard, Mara Wilson as Natalie Hillard.
Wilson.
Matilda, literally Matilda. And then Robert Prosky as Mr. Lundy.
Cameo by Martin Mull from Clue. he plays Colonel Mustard. He's like the guy, he shows up, he's like the office assistant at the beginning. He's like, Miranda, I have a call for you. And then he's like
Oh my
he's
god,
behind the
that is
bar.
him.
Is Colonel Mustard.
I didn't even clock that.
I clocked the voice because he looks different, but yeah, Martin Mull.
That's another movie we should talk about. So it was produced by 20th Century Fox and Blue Wolf Productions, and it had a budget of $25 million.
Oh my god.
And it did $441.3 million at the box office. So yeah, it was successful. It was a successful movie.
Movie star.
But yeah, it's 120 minutes of pure hilarity and touching moments. It's like a perfect balance of the heartwarming things that make you cry and also just amazing comedy.
And real stakes, no?
Yeah.
Real stakes.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was anxious. And I know what happens. I was anxious.
Yeah. So I thought we would just kind of go through the plot and just kind of unpack what happens in this film. Just unpack it.
Also, like, seeing this was directed by Chris Columbus, I was like, oh my god, this is such a Chris Columbus movie. Like, the way it's directed, like, very Home Alone, very, like, the first, like, Harry Potter movies. Like, he just has such a distinct directing style that it, like, totally lends itself to this, like, early 90s. Like, it's just so good.
Yeah.
Anyway,
the movie starts off with Daniel singing in a recording booth doing Figaro.
Oh my
and
god.
What an amazing start to this movie. It sets the tone right away. It gets you right into the world and it tells you who this character is immediately. It tells you exactly who he is.
And also amazing pronunciation. I was like,
let's
wow.
say, clock that.
Amazing Italian.
Figaro. Yeah, it's awesome. But Daniel is the father of 3 kids, 14-year-old Lydia, 12-year-old Chris, and 5-year-old Natalie. He picks them up from school, and it's Chris's birthday, I guess, and mom's like, no party because your grades suck. And then dad is like, no, we're going to have a party anyway. She doesn't have to know about it. And so then he throws this crazy party, even though she said no parties. Can I say, I love that it's like a kid's party. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like he's being like crazy and like there's like alcohol and like it's like fucking crazy. Do you know what I mean?
No,
like
he's like, we're gonna dance on a table and there's gonna be like chickens and goose.
Yeah, and streamers. Like it's awesome. There's a horse that's eating the cake. Like it's just awesome.
Which also I'm like, how did he how did he
He's
get
gotta
that?
know somebody. He knows somebody who knew somebody else. Oh, but also I forgot he gets fired in like the very first like 3 minutes of the movie.
He quits.
He quits. He resigns, which, I guess.
I was like, what a stupid I just like it makes sense like why he is the way he is, like taking a stand against something and just like sort of being impulsive or whatever. But I was like, I don't know. What was your read on that? Because he was like the smoking, but I was
smoking.
like, what? I don't know. Like as a performer,
I mean, I think it's as a performer. I mean, that's the age-old question, right? Is like, do you like compromise your morals in order to book an acting job, or do you stand up? And I think it does a very good job at establishing who this character is and that he cares about children and he cares about the content that they are watching.
That's an
from
amazing
the get-go.
point. That's an amazing point.
Yeah,
that's an amazing point because that actually brings it full
and
circle.
Then it brings it full circle to the end of the movie, which we won't get into now. But
I see.
But I mean, Miranda and Daniel, she gets home and the police have been called and she gets called from work because
those nosy neighbor,
bitch ass neighbor, Tattletales,
opens up her address book.
Yeah, and scrolls, finds. Get me Miranda Hillard. All right.
It's an emergency.
And so they get into this huge fight and she unplugs the stereo and she says that she wants a divorce. It kind of it explodes and she says it's over. And what the fuck were they doing putting one of the greatest divorce scenes into this like comedy, into this family comedy?
And also the first scene, the opening.
It's the first 7 minutes of this movie. Like it is, and I was already like emotional. I was like, oh my God, this is real. And number one, their acting is awesome. It's incredibly well written, the divorce scene, but also it's just heartbreaking. Like it's like, cause you see that it's not that they don't love each other. It's just that like it's not working. And I don't know. And the kids are like on the stairs listening. It's just like, it's
I mean, she
heartbreaking.
comes home with the cake and presents, like, she was trying to do her own thing, and
It's
she was
so
trying to be
sweet.
like, they're
Yeah.
both just trying to be good parents, and
Uh-huh.
they're just not on the same team.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, her crash out, completely valid.
Oh, absolutely.
Completely valid, like,
She well, I think this is it's setting up the problem of Daniel's character from the beginning, is that he doesn't like to have rules. He wants to be she doesn't want to be the bad guy all the time. He does
Mhm.
It's not fair that like he gets to be fun dad and the kids love him, and then she has to always be the bad guy
Yeah,
and give everybody rules and provide for the family like all the time. It's not fair,
yep,
and absolutely valid. She's completely valid, and also she's completely valid in wanting a divorce. So
hundo.
Hundo P on that. Um,
Hundo P.
Hundo P. So Daniel goes to stay at his brother's house, who is played by Harvey Firestein,
The
and he's
sickening Harvey
gay and
Firestein.
he's awesome. And then we learned that Uncle Frank, his partner, is or Aunt Jack is
Und
like he's like a movie like makeup artist or something, like does like special effects makeup.
Mhm.
And that's just like a seed that gets planted. And then, but like Daniel's like, it's all going to blow over. And then we fast forward and they're in court and they're getting a divorce. And
Terrible.
they're in the middle of a custody battle. And this was a thought I had afterwards. Like, divorce filings take a long time. Like, I
Yeah.
looked it up. In 1993, there was a minimum, and it's still today, there's a minimum waiting period of 6 months to get a court divorce. And that's even if both parties agree, like, are like wanting the divorce.
Oh my
There's a
God.
minimum waiting period of 6 months. So, like, realistically, they would have had to wait 6 months in order to get this divorce. And so then the whole, like, she ends up getting custody, and the reason is because he doesn't have a job or housing, which makes sense.
Fair.
Like, that
Fair.
absolutely is totally fair. That makes
Fair.
sense. But my question is, if it did take 6 months in order for us to get here for these court proceedings to happen, then like probably he would have had a place to live and a job by then. Like, right? I don't
I'm
know.
obsessed with this research and development.
I don't know. And I know it like, and whatever, like it's a movie, like we don't have to think too hard about that, but like, it's just funny to me. Like I was like,
But that's
oh,
tea.
wait, a little plot hole, I guess, but it doesn't
Yeah.
really matter.
Yeah.
Also, Miranda's lawyer in this scene.
I was gonna say, I'm obsessed. She's like, you fucking did it, Miranda. You
She's like-
fucking did it.
She has this like fierce haircut and like
And it's
pantsuit,
telling because
like,
Miranda's not happy about any of this, but it's like what she has to do.
Mm.
Like she's not like overjoyed in any of these court scenes, but her lawyer's
No.
like, congratulations, bitch.
we fucking killed that. We fucking killed that bitch. We took those kids away from him, and now he only gets to visit once a week. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's
That's
right.
right.
Once a week. Bitch, we murdered that shit. Consider the mother case won.
Consider this case closed.
But it just like she gets sole custody of the kids, and I'm thinking too much about it.
Thinking too much or not enough, honey.
Not enough.
But
he
court
gets
scene is a 3-act play.
Yeah, it really is. But then he gets 1 day a week with the kids, and it's contingent on him within 3 months finding a job and finding suitable housing, like within 3 months. So now we
Not
have a time
crazy.
line, and that's very reasonable
To me,
Absolutely.
I thought, yeah.
And then we get the goodbye scene with the kids.
Yeah.
And oh my God,
I'm so over it. Like, it just is not fair. It's not
It's
fair.
heartbreaking. And I also love that the kids are specifically the ages that they are, because they all have 3 different unique experiences.
Mhm.
Like, because of the age, like because Lydia's 14, like she gets it, like she sees it, she knows what's happening. And the same with Chris too. And then like also like Natalie being 5 and in kindergarten, she's not like tiny anymore. She deserves to know what's happening at 5, but it's just like still heartbreaking because she's 5. Do you know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
like,
You have the different perspectives. You have the child, you have the
Mhm.
adolescent, you have the teenager.
yeah. And I love how also all 3 characters are so fully fleshed out, and they're not just like the kids' characters. Do you know what I mean? It's not
Yeah.
like, oh, and then those are the kids. Each of them has such like a full-fledged personality, objectives, desires, thought ideals, like all of them, and have perspective. They all have perspective, which I think is very well written. So
yeah, the screenplay is really great.
it really
Just in
is.
general.
Yeah. So then he goes to the court liaison's office, and
I love this
scene. Well, Mrs. Sellner, she's fucking awesome. But this scene, it is such a showcase of Robin Williams. Like, it just shows you exactly what he's capable of and how unique and his special talent for doing voices and doing impressions. It's so cool that they were able to put this in the movie and it feels justified and earned, and it's not just like, oh, and then Robin's gonna do some impressions, you know?
I can do an impression of a hot dog. And you know that none of this was scripted. You know that he just
It was all improvised.
went on and on.
Yeah. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, I feel like this is like the equivalent of back then in 1993, those like Instagram reels and TikToks where people do all their impressions. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
I was like, oh, this is the same thing. It's just 30 years separated.
Yeah. And he's producing a movie and putting it in.
Yeah, exactly. And then the kids have their very first visit to his place.
And it does not go well.
No.
The kids are a little bratty. I was like, Lydia, shut the fuck up. She's like, Dad. She's like, Dad, this place is a mess.
And she's like, Dad, you need to try harder.
Which, like, true. I mean, it's not like his place was a shithole. It just was messy. I was like,
messy.
Put the boxes away.
Like, yeah, come on. You know the kids are coming over. You know that they're gonna tell the mom what happened while they were there. Like, wouldn't you want to do something, Daniel? But I mean, this is part, and this is like, I think his character changes the most in the film. I mean, they all do, but he definitely does the most. And well, but also Miranda isn't perfect either, because she drops them off late. She picks them up early, which is
she storms in without knocking.
She storms in without knocking, and she goes, no, I have to take them now. I have to go to the bank. I have to run some errands. I was like, it's dark. What do you mean you're going to the bank? The bank is closed, Mama.
Yeah, it's because she's a working girl. She doesn't get home till 7. She's not with the kids. So she has to do what? Hire help. She has to hire a housekeeper. Yeah, we get it, Miranda. You can't do it on your own, can you?
Right. And Daniel is kind of the genius for that quick thinking of changing the phone number and all that. But I love in this scene, especially, you see that neither Miranda nor Daniel, I mean, we've kind of talked about this, but neither of them are completely in the right. Neither of them are completely in the wrong.
No, they're both flawed, and they're both
flawed, and it's engaging, and it's so fierce because that's what makes good drama. I root for both of them. I agree with both of them, and I want everyone to win simultaneously, and it's so good. I mean, and then Natalie saying, I love that, like, and you get like a glimmer of hope. And she's explaining why she's going to get the housekeeper, and they're like, oh, Dad could do it. And you're like, oh, maybe this is going to be fine. And then Natalie says, we're his goddamn kids too.
We're his goddamn kids too.
And then it's just in that one line, it tells Miranda everything she needs to know. And it's so efficient. The screenplay is so efficient, and it's so
really
smart.
Is.
And then so he gets the idea to change her ad, and then he becomes Euphigenia Doubtfire.
Oh my God. And he's like planting the seeds, like he's like making all these calls and like and being like, what was it? I am Job.
Did not age well, that part.
No. A couple parts of this movie didn't age well. I also loved don't make me put you back in your cell. I'll get the whole order.
Then we get the freaking makeover scene. Oh my God.
He opens the door and he goes, "Make me a woman."
Oh my God, I've been waiting for you to say that.
Oh, sweetie, I'm so happy.
Yeah.
And this is my favorite part of the movie. I mean,
this is top 10 movie scenes, like maybe ever. It's just, it's full of references. I love the Barbara reference, bitch. Like,
the Barbara reference. And then all of like, I haven't like watched this in so long, and like a lot of these references flew over my head. The Barbara one's great. It's like, what is it?
On the Roof.
The Fiddler one. And then he's like, you can make me Shirley MacLaine or Shirley whatever. And he's like, what's the difference?
Oh yeah.
Some Scotch tape and some red hair dye. And then he's like, what about Joan Collins? I don't think I have the strength.
I don't have it in me. I don't have the strength, but I do have plaster.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they do that. And then when I loved to me, it was like totally a Frankenstein reference. Like when he like comes up in the
Oh, yeah.
plaster, like that they're like making this monster.
I feel like
It's
Gloria
hilarious.
Swanson. I'm ready for my close-up.
Mr. DeMille. I just love the use of musical theater throughout this scene. Like it's how you make a reference because it's so like, and it's so well integrated that it doesn't even feel forced. And then it finishes off with when they're finishing and they're putting her into Mrs. Doubtfire. It's like the Luck Be a Lady is playing. Like it's such like a thorough and well integrated reference to musical theater, and it's such a like a love letter to it. I love it. I love this
Yeah.
scene.
And, there's nothing like a straight guy to make the public love drag. So
So,
it's sort of
so
that scene also felt like an homage to sort of like drag and drag queens also, because like drag
oh,
queens do Barbara and they do all that.
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then we don't get to see the final product. We don't get to see the face until Miranda opens the door and oh my God, it's magical. Like the reveal, it is literally magical. And
Literally
the
happening.
makeup is so good. Oh my
I
God,
know.
it's so good.
It's like almost not believable that they would have achieved this, but
But it is. And it's incredible. But what blew my mind was the hairline.
oh yeah,
Like
honey.
it's
Ho-
just like
Hollywood
it's
lace,
so
honey.
yeah, it's
Full
so good.
lace.
Mm-hmm. Lace front.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I love the introduction of Mrs. Doubtfire, and like just you see him like switching. His acting is so good. He's switching between like being tact, but then a little bit of too much slips out, and so then he has to reel back in. Like it's so fun to watch. It's
Oh
so
my
fun to
God.
watch.
And she's so shady too. Like she's like, oh, I hope you wouldn't bash the child's father in front of them. It's so like always so shady. And like even more shady when like Stu comes into the picture, which we'll
Oh
get to.
yeah,
But
we'll get to Stu.
and then I mean we'll get into it, but like she teaches him how to be a better father. Anyway.
Well, it's yeah. She becomes this other person so that he can become another person. Like he's stepping into someone else's shoe to like learn and like grow. It's just so it's such a cool.
Unintentionally, like he's
Mhm.
just doing this to spend more time, but ultimately
And then
it
he
ends up
yeah. And I mean, this was a thought I had when they're in the kitchen and they're like making tea or whatever. All those fucking labels
oh
on
my
the
God.
cabinets and shit. I need that. I need that. Get me a label maker. Somebody send me a label maker. Like I want to do that in my kitchen. I want to do it so bad. I would love that.
That is so you.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh my
it's
God.
kind of me too. I just was pissing that she was like, well, Daniel never noticed. Like
Daniel never appreciated it.
Daniel never appreciated my organization. I was like, oh my God, like it's so fun. It's so smart. Like Sally Field is so good in this movie at playing this like flawed housewife, like working.
Yeah.
Wow, it's so funny.
Well, and that touches on a bit, which I think this movie does so well, which is dramatic irony. Like it is
So much.
constant, like where the audience knows something that the characters don't. And it's very Shakespearean and it's so engaging and it keeps you so interested in what's happening because I was just like, oh my God, they don't know. And like, it's fascinating.
Oh my God, they don't know.
And the lines are so on the nose and it's just, yeah,
So
I love it.
good.
So Miranda hires Mrs. Doubtfire. And then Daniel forgets that Mrs. Sellner was supposed to have a visit to his apartment that night. And so he goes and oh my God, this scene at the apartment with Mrs. Sellner where he has to change back and forth between the two of them. It's
anxiety.
such great comedy.
My blood
And
pressure.
it's just a perfect balance of tension and funny and joy. And it's just like, it's awesome.
Hello.
Hello. She goes, oh, oh.
It's just so good. Like, oh
It keeps you on the edge of your seat, which is what great comedy should. It should keep you right on the edge of your seat, waiting for the next joke. It's so good. And I want to say when Mrs. Sellner puts the frosting on her face at the very end.
Oh yeah, she's like,
it's just like, what a perfect way to like to top off like a great comedic scene. Like it's just like
yeah,
such a perfect and it's such a subtly unspoken funny way, you know? It's
And
just
the fact that she, like, buys it, because
right.
she's like, "Your sister's English?"
My half sister, half
Yeah, it's, like, so unbelievable, but
yeah.
she buys it.
Well, and it's because Robin Williams sells it, you know?
Honey.
He
Honey.
sells it. He sells it, and everybody buys it. But he starts to be their nanny, and like we said, everybody's becoming better. He becomes better, the kids become better, Miranda becomes better, and it looks like everything is good. And I love the part when he gets on the bus and like the tight is falling down, and
The
the
bus
bus
driver
driver
keeps flirting with him.
and is like, "I like that Mediterranean look and woman,
Naturally.
natural."
Like, ew.
And but speaking of when they're all getting better, it happens in a montage. I think this movie does montages so well.
Oh,
Like
honey.
the makeover scene is a montage, and then specifically the soundtrack of these montages. We
Mhm.
got Walk Like a Man, we've got Luck Be a Lady, we've got Papa's Got a Brand New Bag, and they all just set the tone so incredibly well. But they're just on the nose enough. Like,
Yeah.
especially with Dude Looks Like a Lady. Like
Oh my god.
it's just on the nose enough, but it's like, oh, it's fun. It's just fun.
And she's dancing with
And
the vacuum.
yeah, it's just it's perfect. And I love them again to speak on how efficient the storytelling is. And one moment I want to talk about specifically is in the Dude Looks Like a Lady montage when Daniel sees Miranda and Stu kiss outside the house.
And he goes,
And it tells you, I just love it because it tells you exactly what their relationship is, even though we haven't talked about Stu for 45 minutes
"Mhm,
of this movie. And yet we know exactly what has been happening off screen that we haven't seen. And it tells you in a 5-second clip.
mhm."
It's genius. It's genius. I love it.
Yeah, and I love that
Yeah.
every time she talks about Stu, and she's like, "How long was it after
Winston.
Mr. Doubtfire?" Winston. "How long, like, did you have any desires?" And she's like, "After that, celibacy. Celibacy the rest of your life."
Celibacy. It's the only thing. It's the only way. It's the only way.
So
And
good.
she says, celibacy. Heaven forgive you. Good luck.
So good.
But it's so smart though, and he's doing it on purpose because it like theoretically, if like things ended differently, it's like he's like putting in the sowing the seeds that like Mrs.
Yeah,
Doubtfire is maybe not all as great as she seems, you know,
yeah,
like maybe, and it also is a little bit of Daniel coming out. I think it's just it's great.
yeah, and also it's kinda believable that an old woman from England would think that,
Mhm.
like, that makes sense.
Yeah. Um, let's talk about Stu for a second because we haven't really talked
Oh
about
my
Stu.
god, do.
So basically, if you haven't seen the movie, he contacts Miranda. She's like an interior designer or something, and he contacts her firm because he is hiring her to decorate one of this house that he's like trying to restore. And
They
they
clearly
also
have a
have
past.
have a history, mama. And they start going on dates, and now they're dating at this point in the movie. They're seeing each other, I guess. And Miranda's kind of crazy to bring him home to meet Mrs. Doubtfire and the kids.
Yeah, yeah, that's a little crazy.
Because we're to assume it's been what, a month since
I was the
the divorce? Like, this is a little crazy.
Yeah.
Like, this is a little crazy to like bring home this man that you have a history with.
Mhm.
It's just like if I was one of the kids, if I was Lydia, I'd be like,
Yeah. Yeah, I
this
don't
is weird, mom. This
yeah,
is
we're
really
still
weird.
getting
And you've been divorced for 2 seconds, and like you're bringing home your new man to your kids. It's like kind of crazy.
yeah. But they love him,
But they love him, and
it
he's
seems.
sweet, and he's nice, and he's rich, and good looking, and all the things. And you're right, like when I love when Mrs. Doubtfire is like so nasty in this like old
Oh my
lady way.
god. She's a bitch to him. Oh my god.
She's so nasty.
And
I
he just,
love
like,
it.
takes it on the chin. Like, he's like, "Mm, whatever." Like, you
And I
old
love when
woman.
he's like, the accent is a little muddled.
Oh, yeah, he's like, "Where in London are you from?" She's like, "Oh, all over.
Here and
Here
there,
and there."
duty.
Yeah.
Hello, duty. I wanted to talk about some of my other favorite lines in this section of the movie.
Oh,
It
yeah.
just like stuck out to me when Miranda and Miss Doubtfire are talking in the kitchen and about stew, and she's like putting away the groceries, and Mrs. Doubtfire is like, "As I hold this cold meat, I'm reminded of my Winston."
Yes!
Like, just so funny to me. This
As I
cold
hold this
meat.
cold meat, I'm Reminded of my Winston.
I'm reminded of my Winston. Like it's
So
and
good.
also dramatic irony again when Miranda says, "Well, who needs a husband when I've got you?" It's like as the audience are like, "Oh my god!"
Because
Like
it's
no,
her ex-husband.
that's who that is.
That's
And so
him.
also now to switch over to the B plot. Daniel, he had started to work at a TV studio, if we remember, as a shipping clerk. And then one day he walks in on this like dinosaur show and he starts talking to some guy about how awful it is. And he turns out to be the boss, Mr. Lundy. But Mr. Lundy, he admires his honesty and he agrees with him that the show is fucking awful. And then one day he sees Daniel playing with the dinosaurs and he says he wants to have a meeting with him.
Clock that tea.
And I love the dinosaur scene is no doubt surely another one of Robin's improvisations. And it's so fun to just see him like play.
He's a genius.
Yeah, he's a genius. But he wants to have a meeting with him at a restaurant called Bridges on Friday night.
Friday night at 7.
At Friday night at 7.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? And then the next day, Miranda asks Mrs. Doubtfire to join her and her family at Bridges at 7 for her birthday. Also with Stu. Stu's going to be there too.
Also, we forgot when they find him pissing.
Oh my God. Yes, we forgot that.
The kids find him pissing. Wait.
Yeah. Chris finds him pissing. Back it up. Chris finds him pissing. And then I love this scene. It's just, it's so sweet. And when Lydia like goes to hug him and she goes, hi, and hugs him, and it's so sweet. And
Dad?
Yeah. And now they're like confidants. But it's kind of weird because then like when they go to the pool with Stu and like it's weird because the kids aren't like I feel like if I was Lydia or Chris and I like knew that my dad was Mrs. Doubtfire and like we were on this like group hangout with Stu, I would be like fucking freaking out. I'd be like, this is like crazy. Like this is I don't like this. And the kids are like very chill about the whole thing.
That's a good point. But they could also be doing it for Natalie, making sure that, the magic the illusion isn't. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And that's what he asked them to do. So it makes sense. But so now Bridges.
Oh my God, my blood pressure. My blood pressure.
This scene is like, it's literally 17 minutes of just like hilarity. It's like, it's comedic genius. It's tension. It's physical and verbal comedy. It's drama. It's heartbreak. It's all of it in this like 17-minute segment of this movie. And it just never stops. It keeps going. It keeps going. It keeps going. And it's like a train until the reveal, of course. And he's going back and forth between Mr. Lundy and his family, and he's getting drunk with Mr. Lundy, and he's being weird with the family.
Bring him 2 doubles.
So he can catch up.
And he's chugging wine at the table. I'm like, oh my God, bro. Like, she is down bad. She's sneaking into the kitchen to like put fucking spice in his food. I was like,
oh my God. Can we talk about like literally attempted murder?
I'm like,
literally attempted murder.
We have other fish to fry right now.
Daniel,
get out of the kitchen.
Get out of the kitchen. You're trying to kill this person. Also, he's allergic to pepper. What are you going to kill Stu and then like be the hero? What is the thought process here, Daniel?
Yeah, also he's allergic to pepper, but then the issue was he was choking on the shrimp. And then he was like fine after.
Well, I think because maybe it was coated in the pepper, and so then when the shrimp came out, then maybe all the pepper came out too.
I guess.
I don't know. I don't know. We don't have to think too hard about it. We don't have to think too hard about it. Ooh, another moment. One of my favorite moments in this scene. I love that smoking or non-smoking. That little host.
Oh my God, so good. My God.
Smoking or non-smoking. Smoking or non-smoking.
What a different time also.
What a different time.
Yeah.
There was a smoking side of the restaurant and a non-smoking side of the restaurant.
Also, like the fact that they try, like, I know that was like a thing for years, but like, imagine like the non-smoking side still smelled like smoke.
Oh, absolutely.
It was everywhere. Everywhere smelled like smoke. And
yeah. And another one of my favorite moments. Did you notice when her teeth fall off into the wine glass and she goes, carpe dentum sees the teeth, which Lydia pointed. So I was watching this with my roommate Lydia, and Lydia pointed this out last night. Is that a Dead Poets Society reference?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Like it totally is, which is just like, oh my God, it flies by like that, and it's such a cool little reference.
Did that come out before?
I believe so.
Yeah, it did. That's so funny.
Just like a little 2-second reference, but I think it's
sees the teeth.
sees the teeth.
And then they're
Used
fishing it out.
as a pincer. Oh,
Oh,
so
so good.
good.
And then
Um, so he saves Stu from death, and then in the process, his prosthetic slips down and reveals
Dad?
his Daddy,
Daniel?
Daniel. It's heartbreak. And I want to say Miranda's monologue, like of her realization, it needs to get added to that book of monologues that gay people reference. It's
Yeah.
like it's up that memorized, like it's up there with the Miranda Priestley, with the
Oh, the
lights
cerulean.
are light burned out in Georgia.
Yeah.
Like it's up there. It is.
Oh, yeah.
It's just such a great monologue. It's a great moment.
The Mrs. Peacock from Clue.
Mm-hmm. The whole time. The whole time.
The whole time. The whole time. I need to go. We need to go now.
I need to go. We need to leave. We need to go now. And then I'm like, they didn't pay. Did Daniel have to pick up the check for that whole thing?
I was like, they dined and dashed. Well, honestly, he deserves it if he did pay for it.
Yeah. Show's over. Also, when he sits down at Mr. Lundy's table as Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh my God. And then he's like, Daniel, why are you
He's like,
dressed like a woman?
I'm the host of your new show.
And there you go.
And there it is. So I
And
mean,
there
in
it
the
is.
fallout of the dinner, they have another custody hearing, and Robin gives
It's
one of the
worse.
best performances of the whole movie.
Oh my God.
It gets worse, but it just he loves his kids, and he tries to tell the judge, like, I just wanted to spend time with my kids. I've done it ahead of schedule. I have a housing, I have a job, like I'm doing all the things.
He's like, I might have
And
pretended to be a woman and infiltrated their home, but see past that.
see past that. I love them. I love them so much. But I don't care. I believe in Daniel. Like
I
like
know.
I get it. I
I know. And he chooses not to have a lawyer also, which I'm like, girl,
I know.
read the room.
Read the room. But then the judge dismisses and says that he's just he's putting on another performance, and so then it's worse, and that now
Worse.
his visits have to be supervised.
And Miranda's lawyer again is like, fucking work. Like,
Yeah, we
did
fucking
it.
killed that. Yeah. Yes, Fizz. High five, girl. Yeah.
Oh, good.
And
So he has
Miranda
what?
meanwhile is like,
She's freaking it. Because she's like, the only thing that's been making our family happy and working for the past 3 months is going to be gone. And I'm going to have to go back to being miserable, and my kids are going to hate me. Awesome. Yeah.
and then they're all talking about how much they miss Mrs. Doubtfire. And I love when Miranda's like, she's not real, guys. Like she's not a real person. Like we have to stop talking about her like she's real. But then from the TV in the other room,
What do they hear?
Euphigenia right on the television set.
What was that puppet?
And so yeah, it's the new show. It's Euphigenia's house. Daniels has a little show for kids and it's a hit. It's a nationwide hit, and everybody loves it. And then Miranda goes to visit Daniel on set,
and she shows up.
Can I speak with you? And he gets out of drag, and then
He de-drags.
let's get the hell out of drag, and then
he untucks.
he untucks.
You know he's tucked.
Oh, yeah. Robin Williams was 1,000% tucked for the entirety of Mrs. Doubtfire filming.
Yeah, even when he was a man.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
But, they kind of reconcile, and she says she knows that they're going to get through this, and it's going to be really hard, but they're going to get through it, and they start to fight again. But then they reach a compromise, and she arranges joint custody. And then Daniel as himself is going to get to take the kids after school. And we get back to the door reveal, and they're like, it's going to be your new babysitter. And then it reveals him. It's just like, it's such a lovely like bow on the end of this movie. Like it's the imagery of that it's great. And then Miranda is watching the episode as they drive off, and she's answering a letter about a young girl who wrote in and talked about her parents getting separated. And it's such like it hits you right in the heart, and like it's such a great way to end the movie. And I love that like it doesn't really give us an answer if they're gonna get back together or not. It kind of leaves that up for interpretation, but I love it.
Yeah, it's really nice. I have chills thinking about it. It's just so stupid, but like it's true. And I think for like a family movie to talk about such important themes like this, and to have two parents who are both right and they're both wrong, and in the end they both learn, they both change, they both become better parents because of it. through compromise and through making mistakes.
Yeah.
And in the end, it's still not perfect, but they're both gonna try and they're both gonna do what's right for their kids, even if they don't get back together, because
Yeah.
that's not always the answer.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
I will say, when he's talking about, like, all the different kinds of arrangements that families can have and that love is what's important, which is true. I know it was the '90s, I know it was the '90s. I wish there would have been, like, a and, we some families have 2 mommies
Two
or 2
dads.
daddies, like, I know it was the '90s, whatever, but I think I was, like, waiting for it. Like, when I
Mhm.
was rewatching, I was, like, waiting for it, and, like, in some families, but especially because, like, there's a gay couple in the movie. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I just wish that there would've been that, and I wonder if that was ever, maybe included, and then they cut it for whatever reason, because they thought maybe it was too progressive for the time, but
Yeah, I think it was just different times.
yeah, absolutely.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna
I
do?
mean, that's what you get when you have a straight man in drag. Drag's only
Mhm.
okay when straight men do it,
Right? And it's funny, and it's temporary.
and it makes everyone better.
Yeah,
Funny, funny.
interesting.
So I guess the moral of the story is that drag heals families.
Drag brings people together.
Yep. It
Yeah,
brings divorced parents to get there.
yeah. I mean,
Oh.
I wanted to talk a little bit about, like, the production element of this movie
Oh,
too. Like, there was some interesting stuff I found out about casting. Blake Lively auditioned for Natalie, but, didn't get the part, and Mara Wilson got it instead. Interesting.
oh,
Also, Anne Fine, who wrote the novel, if you remember, her pick for the role of Daniel was Warren Beatty.
my God, of course. Of
And
course.
Tim Allen was actually offered the part of Daniel, and he
I
was
see
offered the
that.
part of Stu, but he declined both of them.
Oh,
Yeah,
I wonder why.
I wonder why too. But
Kinda seems like a shoo-in, I don't know.
yeah, but Chris Columbus originally wanted to cast Catherine O'Hara as Miranda,
Oh my god. That would've
but
been sickening.
she was busy with The Nightmare Before Christmas, and so she couldn't do it.
Oh my god, no. What is it?
I know.
I sense there's something in the wind. She's busy with that?
I guess so. But this movie, it was a pretty quick turnaround. So it was filmed in San Francisco in the spring of 1993, and then it was released on November 23rd of 1993. So it was a very quick turnaround.
How did they do that? Like, I don't get that. Like,
I mean, it
I
was a
hear
different time. I mean, I think movies now they are such bigger productions. Back then, I think it was like it was smaller, and so they were able to. Oh yeah, we can shoot in the spring and then release in November.
it was still like $25 million budget. Like,
I know.
oh my god. And I just think about like movies even now when they're like when they film in 6 weeks. I'm like, how do you film a whole movie in 6 weeks? That's
Yeah.
crazy to me. Anyway.
But so when it was released, it was rated PG-13. But then when it was
Oh.
released in the UK, the film received a 12 certificate, which means that no children under age 12 could see the movie in theaters, like at all, like no exceptions. But then cinemas ended up requesting their local authorities to override the decision because there were so many families that wanted to see it and they were like disappointed. And so then later on, it was made into a PG movie instead of PG-13. It was put
Got
down to
it.
PG. And that version, like the PG version, cuts, I think, like a few of the swear words.
I mean,
And
that makes
that's,
sense.
yeah.
That makes
But
sense.
that's it. But speaking of cut material, there were over 30 minutes of omitted footage in the movie. And one of them includes there's a subplot with Daniel fighting with their nosy neighbor, with Gloria, the nosy neighbor,
Obsessed.
as Mrs. Doubtfire. And I read that one of the scenes was like he used like dog urine to kill her flowers or something. So like it's probably good that like that was cut. Like
Yeah,
yeah.
for the best.
Also the scene at Bridges is like way longer in the extended version, but they were all
Period.
included in the DVD version of the movie that released in 2008 as like a special feature, like an
Uh-huh.
extra deleted scenes kind of thing. And
Mm.
they gained popularity online again in 2016 to commemorate Robin Williams after he passed. Also, after he passed, the house that it was filmed at, it kind of became a tourist attraction after the film's release, and then again, it became an impromptu memorial for Robin Williams at the house in San Francisco. But did you know that the makeup took 4 hours to apply? He was in the chair for 4 hours.
That's hell.
That's hell. But Robin Williams talked about that, like, to get into character, he used to walk through San Francisco just, like, as Mrs. Doubtfire, and, like, he told a story one time about how he visited a sex shop as Mrs. Doubtfire and bought a dildo and, like, other sex toys and stuff.
My god. So, really, she is a drag queen.
Well, yeah, drag.
She was queening out all over San Fran.
Mhm. But, I mean, the movie was it was well received, especially by audiences. It beat out Addams Family Values and A Perfect World in its opening weekend, and it would be the last non-Disney film to win the Thanksgiving weekend box office until How the Grinch Stole Christmas, which was in 2000.
Damn, I was gonna say, oh my god, Addams Family Values, that's a good one too.
Oh, so good, so good.
Good. And Grinch Stole Christmas, that's another hard makeup I was thinking about too. Wasn't that like
Mhm.
8 hours or some shit?
I think so, something
How did
like
they do
that.
that? I
I don't
can't
know.
imagine.
But it was Fox's highest grossing film internationally at the time, and it was the highest grossing cross-dressing film ever. So,
Not even
that's an
Tootsie?
accolade. More than Tootsie, more than Tootsie.
Oscar-winning
Um,
film. Let's see.
it was the second highest grossing film of 1993 behind Jurassic Park,
Wow.
and the film was number 1 at the Australian and Japanese box offices for 9 consecutive weeks.
Come on, Australia and Japan.
Yes!
Come on.
Yes! So it was well with audiences, but the critics were not. It was very mixed, and there were some people that really did not like it. Many people compared it to Tootsie and to Some Like It Hot.
Goes drag.
It has a 71% on Rotten Tomatoes, but the average rating is 5.9 out of 10.
What?
Yeah. One critic wrote, "On paper, Mrs. Doubtfire might seem excessively broad or sentimental, but Robin Williams shines so brightly in the title role that the end result is difficult to resist." Which I think is true.
As in what?
Like, I think,
What's difficult to resist?
that he's, like, lovable. He's difficult to
Oh.
resist. Yeah, he's so lovable. And so I think Robin Williams does make the movie. You know, we've talked about it. It's not. There are some plot holes. Like, it is very
Yeah.
sentimental. It is, like, sometimes overly, but the end it's pretty hard to resist because of Robin Williams is just so charming and so good that you love it. It won the best makeup at the Academy Awards.
Oh, so this is an Oscar-winning film.
Yeah, it won best makeup,
Oh.
and it also won best motion picture, musical, or comedy. And Robin Williams won best actor in a musical or comedy at the Golden Globes that year.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, to talk a little bit more, like, outside of it, there was a sequel that was, like, maybe in talks during the early 2000s, and then it was canceled just because, like, they kind of felt like they've done everything they could with the character, and, like, what would happen, to Mrs. Doubtfire in the second
I
one.
love that. I love that. Like, let it be.
Yeah.
Let it be.
And it has received criticism because of
Yeah.
the representation of trans people and cross-dressing just in general, which I think, there's so many, any media that addresses cross-dressing or drag in any way is like, it's going to be under the microscope in that way. I remember when Some Like It Hot was on Broadway and people were, talking about the trans representation of this. I mean, how do you feel about all that?
I think it's a fine line because in one hand, it's nice to see that that sort of thing can be accessible to people and that people can enjoy that. Like you said, like
Mhm.
your dad enjoys this movie. The general public can enjoy this movie and it can be a hit. However, does that mean that the only accessible forms of drag or cross-dressing has to be done by a straight cis male?
Mm.
It's like, okay, that's the only way it can be done. And also, like, is it a mockery? Is it paying homage? Is it like, like what is
It's a fine
what
line.
yeah, what is it? It's a fine line, and it's difficult because it's like, is this movie inherently transphobic? I don't know. I don't know because, like, it was also 30 years ago. So
Yeah, it was 30 years ago. I have to say, I appreciate the inclusion of gay characters in the movie,
Mhm.
at least. Like there is, like, at least some nod to
Yeah.
queer culture in the film, which they didn't have to do, that didn't have to be a part of the movie, but it is, which I think is important to note. I do think, obviously it was a different time, and I think when you're dealing with this and when your characters are using drag and cross-dressing trans identity in order to fool people, I think it is transphobic because it sets the tone that, like, that is what trans people are doing, which is not true.
Right.
Um, so I think like inherently there is going to be some tricky stuff about that, but at the same time, I think that it was trying to make strides, and I think it's an important movie. And I think that like we said with The Greatest Showman, like you can acknowledge parts of missteps of a film while still enjoying it and still thinking it's funny and appreciating the performances. So yeah, that's my take.
It's the same thing with Tootsie also,
It's the same thing
you
with
know,
Tootsie.
and even less so. And I think with both of those musical adaptations, people gave it a lot of heat. I mean,
Oh,
Mrs.
I remember.
Doubtfire didn't even last.
I mean, so it opened on Broadway on March 9th of 2020. It had 3 days of performances, and then COVID
Oh my
happened.
god.
So, I mean,
But
the main way that people have, like, known the musical adaptation of Mrs. Doubtfire is through the tour, but I remember it has been under fire because of its representation. Same with Some Like It Hot
and Tootsie.
and Tootsie. All these movie
Tootsie.
about men in drag. People love it.
Well, I think okay, that's also the scrutiny. It's because it's like it's okay for a straight man to be in drag, but it's not okay for a gay man to be in drag. That is the issue. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just it's nobody's saying the same thing about Kinky Boots, you know?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
different. So that's kind of all I have. I mean, I think it's a wonderful film.
Mm.
I really do enjoy it, and I do I despite its missteps, I think it's a really fun film, and I think it's such a great representation of Robin Williams as an actor and an improviser and a comedian and everything he is. So that's why I wanted to share it with you.
And great acting all around. I very much
Yeah.
enjoyed. Yeah, thanks, Curse. I love
Yeah,
that.
of course.
Love chatting about that. Well, before we sign off and we, get to whatever we got to do today,
Mhm.
I don't know. Maybe we should discuss some things. What is your obsession this week? What are you like so obsessed with? What can you not take your mind off of?
I'm obsessed with K-pop Demon Hunters, and
Oh
I
my
know I am
god.
late. I know I'm late. I know I'm late to the party, everybody.
Okay. It's okay.
I watched it for the first time last week, and guys, it's so good. If you haven't gone on and watched it, you should. It's speaking of like well-made kids content, which is kind of what this movie is as a theme in this movie. K-pop Demon Hunters is such a great kids movie. It is so well made. It like tackles real topics. It's not preachy. The music is incredible. I just love it. I've been nonstop. Every time I go to the gym now, it's K-pop Demon Hunters in the ears. Yeah,
I
it's
gotta
awesome.
watch.
Yeah, it's
I gotta
great.
watch.
You gotta watch. You gotta watch. What about you?
My obsession, Ariana Grande getting snubbed for the Oscar. No, I'm just kidding. I just wanted to slide that in however I could. But guys, she did get
Slide that in.
snubbed, and it's okay. Actually, Wicked got snubbed. No, my obsession this week, it's gonna be silly, but for the past week, in the morning and throughout the day, I've been drinking hot water and lemon. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. There is this trend right now happening on TikTok where people are becoming, quote, Chinese baddies.
Oh my. Oh
And
my.
there's this girl, Sherry, but she's basically like, there's this trend where people are like discovering that like traditional Chinese medicine and like, I don't know, like Eastern homeopathic remedies like exist. So
That's
people are like
awesome.
drinking hot water and lemon and like just like doing stuff. And she's like, yeah, like now that you're a Chinese baddie, like you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this. So I'm
Oh
not like doing all
my.
that, but like I did start drinking hot water every morning just to, like apparently it's really, really good for you and like just like gently wakes up digestion as opposed to like, chugging cold drinks. And I feel amazing. It's really
That's
doing wonders.
great.
So
I love that.
obsessed with that.
Obsessulated.
What are you done with, Carson? What are you putting to bed? What are you saying? No more.
Toe shoes. Guys, what are we doing? What are we doing about toe shoes? Like, what the fuck? I've
You
never
mean
worn toe shoes in my life, and I don't want to see them. I don't want to see them
the
ever
shoes
again.
with toes? Is that
Yes.
what you mean?
I've seen multiple men wear them at the gym, and I'm like,
At the
what is
gym?
at the gym?
That's insulting.
I'm
You
like, what if
should.
you drop a weight? Ow. Ow.
Ow! My big toe.
My pinky. Like, ow. So yeah, no, toe shoes, I just don't get it. Like what why? Either be
Ugh.
barefoot or put a shoe on. Toe shoes like halfsies, and I don't
Toe
like
shoes
it.
gives me like earthy crunchy granola yogi who like
Yeah.
wakes up at 6 a.m. to like
Meditate.
to meditate. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it gives me.
What about you? What are you putting to bed?
Well, I'm putting to bed Colton Underwood on the Traders.
Oh
Everyone,
boy. Oh
guys,
boy.
he's getting a lot of hate right now. And I was like, you know what? Like,
It's
I don't
apropos.
know. No, it's apropos. I agree. Like,
Yeah.
he is so annoying. He's like trying to be the like Pilot Pete or like the Dylan Efron, and just not in. I'm not a fan. I think he's a bit obnoxious, to be
Well,
honest.
and that on top of his history of being a stalker, like
I stalker.
being a stalker, being a literal stalker, having to go to court because of his stalking habits and putting a tracking device on his ex-girlfriend's car. Did
Oh,
you
I
know
didn't
about
know
this?
that. No.
Yes, Cassie. It's the girl that won his season of The Bachelor. They broke up, but then he continued, after they broke up, he continued to stalk her and then put a tracking device on her car. And so then she had to get a restraining order against him.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna add that on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add that on to all.
I know people
why
are
I'm
kind of gagged that he's like on this season of The Traitors at all because he's kind of like a really messed up person.
So that's what I'm putting to bed this week.
Oh, good. Colton, bye-bye. Bye-bye, Colton.
Bye. Hope you put it out at the banquet.
Yeah. Well, girl, love talking to you.
Yes,
Have a good rest of
everyone,
your
if you
day.
enjoyed this episode, please follow us on all our socials. We're on TikTok, we're on IG, we're on YouTube.
And send it to a friend.
Yeah.
Share the awesomeness of Mrs. Doubtfire with a friend. Why don't you?
We're here every week, so
See you guys next week.
bye.
Love ya.
Love you.
Bye. Thank you for listening to this week's episode of He Said, He Said.
If you'd like to follow us, we are on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at He Said Podcast. You can find all of our other episodes wherever you listen to podcasts. This episode of He Said, was hosted by Carson Timmons and Connor Mangan. All of our editing and production comes from Carson Timmons, and our music comes from Carson Timmons. See you next week.
Boom.